So I grew up insecure. I was insecure about a lot of things. And the other day I stumbled upon a picture of myself from high school. And it got me going down this rabbit hole of really kind of thinking about like who I was as a person back then. And all of the things I didn't know. And all the things that I thought I knew that I absolutely had no idea about. And I got to thinking, I was like, you know what? If I could go back in time and talk to little broke, insecure Alpha, what would I tell him? What would I say? What advice would I give him if I could? And so today, that's what this video is about. The first thing I tell him is, congratulations. You think that being poor is a disadvantage, but it is one of the things that is going to allow you to overcome the adversity that you've been dealt. The fact is, unfortunately, a lot of people never escape the poverty mindset. When you grow up poor, you grow up without, you think, I can never be that, I can never do this. When the truth is that when you grow up poor, there's two ways that you're gonna break. You're either going to be a victim of your circumstance or you are gonna defy the odds. You are gonna choose to be successful. And even though right now, at the time, when you're broke, when you're scared, when you're insecure about money, it doesn't feel good, the truth is that this is the thing that will set you on the right path. It will also build toughness, character, and integrity if you get out of your own way. The second thing I'd like to tell myself is success doesn't always look like what you expect or what you hope. When I was in high school, the only thing I wanted to be, the only thing I wanted to do in my life was own a fitness center. That was the only thing that was going to mean happiness. And the reason I've told this story 6,000 times, it was because when I was 12 years old and I went to the gym for the first time, I felt like the king. I felt like the man. I felt amazing about myself because up until this point, I had abusive stepfathers and my self-esteem was punched in the face on a routine basis. And when I went to the gym, 12 years old, I felt like I was the king and I felt amazing about myself. And I knew that if I could feel that good right there that day, that I wanted to do this every single day of my life. And I did. I thought that that was going to be what I was going to do for the rest of my life. And so I went to college. I got a degree in business management. And then I got out of college. I met some guys. Some things happened. And we ended up opening a personal training studio. And at that point in my life, I was living my dream. And I thought this was it. This was like the pinnacle. And I knew that this was going to be the direction. I was going to be super crazy, wildly successful. It didn't end up that way. But if you would have told me back then that that wasn't going to be what success and happiness was going to look like, I would have punched you in the face. You've got to be smart enough to understand that sometimes your dreams and sometimes your perception of what success looks like is going to change. It needs to change. And understanding that is something that is going to benefit you in the long run. The third thing I'd like to say to myself is don't worry about pretty. Pretty doesn't matter. Character does. Don't be so obsessed with women. Don't be so obsessed with looks. Don't give pretty people a pass. You've got to look for somebody that has integrity, that has character, that has a moral compass that you can align with. And then be with them as much as possible, which brings me to the fourth thing. Be around the people that love you as much as possible. But this brings me to the next thing. Unfortunately, sometimes we are collateral damage in other people's bullshit. Unfortunately, this is one of the realities of life. Even though these people don't mean to hurt us and they don't mean to do us damage, they do because they're human. They're just trying to do the best job they can. And the sooner you understand that it's not you, it's them, and you need to get the fuck over it. You also need to get over yourself. You are not special. That's the reality. But it doesn't mean that you can't do special things. If you're willing to work hard, if you're willing to not take no for an answer, if you're willing to punch your ego in the face, you will win. Learn about money. Even though you don't have any mentors or role models, it's your job, your responsibility to educate yourself. Something else that's your job is to get over it. All of it. Deal with your issues. Until you do, you're never truly going to be happy. You're never truly going to feel good about yourself. One of the things I talk about often is therapy. I'm not going to pitch it because this is not a sponsorship for BetterHelp, but I'm going to link to it because BetterHelp is a sponsor of the Alpha M YouTube channel. I'm going to link down below. If you're somebody that's struggling, if you're not willing to do the hard work, then you have nobody to blame but yourself. The people that succeed at life and that are happy and truly inspiring are the people that are willing to do the hard work. And the hard work is the deep work. It's looking at yourself. It's looking at other people. It's allowing people to be flawed. It's allowing yourself to be flawed. And it's truly deciding that I want to be happy. And that's what happened to me when I was 24 years old. I decided I was tired of resenting my mom for marrying these assholes. I was tired of not standing up for myself. I was tired of being insecure. I was tired of not being the man that I felt like I could be, that was inside. And so what did I do? I went to therapy, and it was the second best decision. The single best decision was exercising and working out. I would tell little Alpha, keep doing that. That's going to be your best friend for the rest of your life. And it's going to help you deal with all your shit. And it's going to make you strong physically, emotionally, and mentally. But something else is the second thing that I did. And that was take ownership and action and do what I needed to do in order to get over my issues and be truly free emotionally. And that's what therapy does, gentlemen. If you want to check it out and you're ready to be happy, I've got a link down below. It's going to give you a discount. The next thing I would tell little Alpha is that you're awesome. No matter how much you feel that you're not, no matter how much you beat yourself up, no matter how much you look at other people and think they have more or they're better, do not ever allow anybody to put you down. Do not ever allow anybody else to treat you poorly. If there's somebody in your life that you don't feel is giving you what you need, then get the fuck away from them, because they're never going to give you what you need. And when somebody shows you and tells you who they are, you better believe them. And don't think you can change them, because the only person in this world that you can ever change is yourself. The sooner you get over it, the sooner you realize that, the sooner you stop trying to change other people, the happier and healthier you're going to be. This is going to be painful. Your life is not going to be easy. It's going to be hard. But you can do it, and you can get through it. You're going to, because you're strong. Sorry for getting upset. But I think that's one of the things that I wish I could go back in time and just reassure myself that the pain is temporary, but it's going to be there. And one of the downsides to having failures is that even though you're successful in the future, it doesn't mean that the failures are going to hurt less. It doesn't mean it's not going to sting, and it doesn't mean it's not going to basically be a part of you for the rest of your life. And it's okay. Don't run from it. Embrace it to some degree. You know, the other thing I'd like to tell little old, insecure, poor me is that happiness should be the goal, period. It's not stuff, it's not money, it's not accolades, it's not thumbs up, it's not subscribers. Happiness is doing what you love and being around people that you love. That's it, like bottom line. And you need to figure out a way to do that as much as possible. Tell the people you love that you love them today. Don't wait, because you never know when you're not going to have that ability or chance to do it. It's hard, though. It's all hard. There's nothing easy. Success isn't easy. Life isn't easy. Relationships aren't easy. Personal, professional. Nothing is easy, but nothing great was ever accomplished because it was. You're going to live an amazing life. You're going to be fulfilled beyond your wildest dreams. But you're going to have to work for it. It's you, nobody else. Don't ask for a handout. Nobody's coming to save you or rescue you. It's you. Do the work, put in the time, and get ready. Buckle up. It's a wild ride, and you can do it. I'm proud of you, because I know the man that you're going to become. That's it. That's what I'd like to tell myself.